Hey, you lovely people, welcome back. We are Chris and Joe.
This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen. Hey, Joe, what's the plan today?
Today I'm going to make a wonderful dish called Dal Gosht. It's a very delicious dish and very flavorful and aromatic. Come, let's get started. For the chicken Dal Gosht, first we have to cook the dal. This is chana dal. See, it's like this. I think it's called split chickpea. So it's like this. I have soaked this for 1 hour. This is about 10 tablespoons of dal. I washed it and I soaked it and kept for 1 hour. So into this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Then I've got 3 green chilies chopped, and I've got half teaspoon of turmeric powder, haldi powder. Okay, let's mix all this and cook it in the pressure cooker for you have to cook it on high. Once it starts whistling, then you cook it for 10 minutes on low. Once it whistles, you reduce the flame, put it on low and cook it for 10 minutes. So now I'll cook this in the pressure cooker. I added some salt. I'll add some salt as well. I've added about 1 tablespoon of oil in it. Mix everything. Let's cook in the pressure cooker. While the dal is cooking on the pressure cooker, let's dry roast these spices. Let the pan get hot. The pan is hot. Let's put these spices. I've got jeera, that is cumin, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon coriander seeds, dhania. 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, that's badisom. And this is 12 peppercorns. Okay, let's dry roast them. Lightly dry roast. Then once we have roasted it and once you get a nice aroma, put off the flame and allow it to cool and powder it. Okay, now let's start the rest of the process. Let's put the stove on. Meanwhile, the dal is cooked and I have powdered the roasted spices. Now let's do the other cooking. Let's pour some oil, about 3 tablespoons. Okay, let the oil get hot. The oil is hot. Now let's put all the whole spices. I've got a few sticks of cinnamon, tiny pieces. I've got 4 cloves, 3 green cardamoms, 1 black cardamom, and 2 bay leaves. Let's fry that a bit. Now let's add the chopped onion. This is 1 big onion. I have chopped it finely. The flame is on high. Let's fry the onion till lightly golden. Yeah, it's becoming golden in color. I'm getting a nice aroma of the fried onions. Let's add the ginger garlic paste. This is about 1.5 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. I'll reduce the flame now. Let's fry till the raw smell of ginger garlic disappears. Okay, it's smelling good now, the aroma of ginger garlic and the onions. I'm going to increase the flame now. I'm going to add the chicken. This is about 500 grams of chicken with bone. Huh? Let the chicken get seared well. Okay, the chicken is nicely brown. Actually, the bottom is slightly burning, but it's okay. It'll only taste good because we'll be adding water into it. So that time it'll all come out and it'll only give that nice caramelized taste to it. Okay, now let's add the chopped tomatoes. This is 2 chopped tomatoes. 2 tomatoes I've chopped. Okay. Fry till the raw smell of tomato disappears. In the meanwhile, let's crush 3 green chilies. I've got 3 green chilies. I'm going to just pound and crush it in this. The tomatoes are nicely cooked. It's pulpy. Now let's add the spices. I'm going to reduce the flame now. I've got 1 teaspoon of chili powder, then a half teaspoon of turmeric powder, haldi powder, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Let's mix this a bit. I'm going to add a little bit of water so that the masalas don't burn. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon maybe. Then that will bring out all that caramelized portion that is there at the bottom. So, okay, I forgot to add the green chilies. Let me add the green chilies as well. The crushed green chilies. Okay. Let's stir this. And yeah, in the meanwhile, today we are going to use this vegetable, bottle gourd. It's called Loki in Hindi. And I think it's called Sorakai in Tamil. It's Loki, it's bottle gourd. I'll be using this. I'll be using half of this, like almost 400 grams of this vegetable. I'll show you after I cut it. Okay, this is how the vegetable looks. I removed the peel with the peeler, and then I have cut it in half. I actually took half, more than half. It's about 400 grams of bottle gourd. So I peeled it, then I cut out the center and I cut it out, scooped out everything and I threw that. See, this is how it looks when you cut it in half with the seeds. So I cut the edges of that and I scooped it out with my finger. I just lifted and I scooped it out like that. And then I've cut into big pieces. This is how you're supposed to cut when you're putting it with meat. So I've cut this. So I'm going to cut all this with the same way and then we'll add into the chicken. Now the masalas and the tomatoes, onions, I've all blended nicely. Now let's add the vegetable. Mix it nicely. This is kind of lengthy, but then it's very tasty. Let's add some water to it, about a tablespoon or so, or maybe 2 tablespoons, okay. And we'll cover and cook. Cover and cook for 8 minutes. I don't know whether I've added salt. Let me check. No, I've not added salt. Okay. I'll add some salt and I'll add some more water. The vegetable needs to cook. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, while the meat is cooking, I have got the dal in this bowl. The dal from the pressure cooker, I put it in the bowl. Now let us whisk the dal slightly. Okay, let's add all the spices. This is 1 teaspoon garam masala powder. This is kasuri methi 1 tablespoon crushed. So kasuri methi we have added. I've got 2 green chilies I have cut in half. Then I've got some mint leaves, a few. If you have more mint leaves, it is good. I have only some old mint leaves in the fridge. I have added that. And I've got lots of green coriander. Mint and coriander, if it is nice and fresh, it will be good. So let's mix this. And I'm going to add this roasted powder. Roasted and powdered masala. So mix everything and keep. And in the meanwhile, I have also soaked some tamarind. See here. This amount, a small, the size of a marble I have soaked it in. I have kept soaking it for half an hour. It's been soaking for the last half an hour. I have put about 3 tablespoons of water and I have soaked this amount of tamarind in it. So I'll be using this in the end. So once the meat is cooked, then we'll have to add the dal, this dal into it. Okay. 10 minutes have passed. Okay. Now let's add the dal into this. Let's mix everything and check the salt at this time. It smells so good. Let's add some water. It's kind of thick. If you like it thick, you can leave it as it is. I think I'll add some water to it. And once it starts boiling, then we'll cover and cook. Let it boil. Let's allow it to boil. I've increased the heat. Once it boils, I'll put it on sim and then we'll cover and cook. It's boiling nicely. Let's reduce the flame. Reduce the flame, put it on sim and cover and cook for 6 to 7 minutes. Our gravy has been boiling for the last 7 minutes. Now let's add the tamarind juice. The tamarind that I have soaked and kept, I'll just strain it through my fingers. Cover and cook for 2 minutes. We are almost done. So we'll cover and cook for 2 minutes. Then I got one small thing to do in the end. Okay. See how nicely it's boiling. It's been boiling for 2 minutes. The oil has come on top. One last thing we have to do. Now let's put this down here. My God, this thing is so heavy. Okay, let's do the tempering. I'm going to add some ghee to it. Let's add some ghee. Let the ghee get hot. Then we'll add the other stuff. Ghee is nice and hot. It is smoking almost. Crushed garlic. This is about four cloves of garlic. I've just crushed it lightly. And here I got one small onion chopped. The ghee must have been about a tablespoon or so. And ghee adds flavor. If you add more also, it's not going to be a problem. Unless you're concerned about health and you want to reduce fat, then maybe you can reduce the ghee intake. Let the onions get golden in color. Okay, the onions are nice and golden. I'm adding a pinch, almost like a quarter teaspoon of chili powder. Okay. Turn off the flame and I'm going to add this into the gravy. And cover it. The moment of truth.
Wow! It's worth waiting for.
Smells so good.
Smells too good, Joe. Mmm.
You like it?
Too good is saying the least. Guys, this is so good. You need to try this. And thanks for watching. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. See you all next Sunday.
Happy cooking.